I got interrupted again, so let me start over. Dividing a fraction by a fraction. Eli ran 3/4 of a mile. Every 1/8 of a mile, he jumped over a hurdle. There was a final hurdle at the 3/4 mile mark. How many hurdles did Eli jump over? So you notice they have a double number line. They put fourths on the top and eighths on the bottom because we had to break this 3/4 up to see how many 1/8 were in 3/4. They built the equation down here, showing the same thing the picture shows. Then you have the question. It says, look at, picture it. Why is the top number line divided into fourths and why is the bottom line divided into eighths? We broke our diagram into fourths to show what we were breaking up. We showed 1/8 to count how many 1/8 were in 3/4. Explain how picture it helps you figure out how many hurdles Eli jumped over. 3/4 divided by 1/8. When you count how many 1/8, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why our answer is 6. They want you to explain how to use multiplication. So they were just looking for the equation for number 12. 3/4 times 8/1. Once you solve that, you get 24/4, which equals 6. Explain how to divide a fraction by a fraction. You keep your dividend, change your division to multiplication, and flip or take the reciprocal of the divisor. When we set up these two problems, Keisha cuts 2/3 foot of rope into 1/12 foot pieces. How many pieces of rope did she cut? We're trying to see how many 1/12s are in 2/3. So we have 2/3. We changed our division to multiplication, took the reciprocal of 1/12. 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Fractions are nothing but fancy division problems. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Jade makes half a liter of lemonade. She pours 1/10 liter of lemonade into each glass. How many glasses did she fill? We have 1/2 of a liter times our flipped or reciprocal, which is 10/1. 10 times 1 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now we have a mixed number divided by a fraction. It says Mary divides 1 4/5 pounds of granola into 2/5 pound bags for a bake sale. How many bags of granola can she sell? So it looks like she's got her diagram broken up into fifths to show the 1 4/5. We're trying to see how many fifths are in 1 4/5. When you count how many 2/5 are in 1 4/5, you're circling the 2/5, the groups of 2/5. So you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags, and then we got one piece or half of a bag. It shows the equation down below. Look at, picture it. Why do you circle groups of 2/5 for this problem? Because you're trying to find out how many 2/5 are in 1 4/5. Count the circles. How many 2/5 pound bags of granola can Mary sell? 4.5. What fraction of a bag would be remaining 1/5 pound of granola be? Explain. 1/5 is half of a bag. Look at, model it, and explain how you know 1 4/5 is equal to 9/5. I counted 9/5 in 1 4/5. So this shows 1 4/5. You count 9 shaded boxes for 9/5. Explain how you use multiplication to evaluate. So you have 9/5 times your flipped version, which is 5/2, which equals 45/10. How many times does 10 go into 45 without going over? That's 4 times with 5/10 left over, which then reduces to your 4.5. Evaluate 9/5 divided by 2/5 and show your work. Oh, okay, that's where it's looking for the answer. So 4.5. Explain how you divide with mixed numbers. Convert mixed number into an improper fraction. Then multiply by the reciprocal or the flipped version. A recipe requires 3/4 of a cup of water. Kyle has 1 1/2 cup measuring cup. How much of the measuring cup is filled with water? So you're breaking that 1 1/2 cup up. You're trying to see how many 3/4 are in 1 1/2. Okay, so we have to first change this into an improper fraction. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. That's 3/2 divided by 3/4. Which will turn into 3/2 times 4/3, which equals 12/6, which equals 2. Put my 2 right here. How many 1/3 cup servings are in 5/6? So that means 5/6 divided by 1/3, or 5/6 times 3/1, which equals 15/6. We're asking ourselves how many times 6 goes into 15 without going over. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18, so that would be too much. And we have 3/6 left, which equals 1/2. So 2 1/2 is the final answer. So get that classwork done and turn it in by Friday, please.